Okay, hey everybody, this is Jason. So this is a little bit different video than normal, but it's again just another repair on the homestead. So my TV started acting up, and I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera. I'll see when I go to edit, but it's flickering real bad. And when I kind of thumb through the menus, um, you might be able to see a little better. So this is one of the smart TVs, of course it's got all the apps and stuff, but I honestly can't remember the last time I watched like regular TV. Yeah, it's flickering real bad, and when you go to like a YouTube video, the faces and all that just seem off. The pictures, the video, I'll bring something up here. Of course, I signed out, reset all my accounts.
Andy's coming. Andy's coming.
So, sorry about that. I didn't realize it was going to be that loud. Everything's just reset. Um, yeah, that's going to cause at least a headache, if not worse problems. So I got to fix that. And kind of reading around the internet and stuff, it appears to be the T-Con board, which is like a $50 piece. And I know these TVs aren't expensive like they used to be, but $50 is still $50. So I want to try to fix this, and I figured can't be that hard. I can't find a video anywhere on the internet for this particular model. There are some similar models, but the back looks different. So we'll just get into this. We'll go back to the home page here, and if you can see, but right up in here, especially the gray area, or if I go to text, let me see if we go up to text, if it pops up on the video a little better. Yeah, so looking at it through the backside of the camera, it doesn't look that bad. But what I see through my eyes and my wife, it's pretty bad. You can't watch a movie this way, or a YouTube video. So we'll get into it. I'll take you along, and we'll see if we can solve the problem. Okay, so I've got it laid down here on the couch. There is a ton of screws around the perimeter, and then on the bottom of the TV that you have to take out. I've already done that, just spared you the boredom watching me take out screws. Then it just kind of lifts out of place here. Now, there's 3 different boards here, and I believe this is the motherboard, but I know for certain that this is the T-Con board. And just from reading, the T-Con board kind of manages and controls the lighting and the speed and all that kind of stuff. So I'll take a look at that real close. I'll bring you in a little bit closer so you can see it. At first glance, I don't see any burnt spots, any corrosion or anything like that. This TV is really not that old, maybe 4 to 6 years old. I honestly can't remember. I tried to find a timestamp, but that would only give me an estimate. Like over here it says 2021-0624D, so it could be a 21, which makes it about 5 years old. I don't know. I have a TV downstairs that I've had for like 12 years, and it works just fine. This could be that built-in obsolescence that I've been hearing a lot about. And it could just be a fluke. Like I said, I couldn't find, I know they sold a ton of these TVs. They mass market all these things. But I couldn't find a single repair video on this particular model. And now, on the back of the panel that I took off, you'll see the model number and the serial number on there. And this happens to be a Hisense 65A6G. So all things point to this T-Con panel. So I'm going to take that off. So it looks like I'm zoomed in as far as I will go, or as far as I can go. But essentially all it is these 3 ribbons have to be disconnected. So you disconnect these 3 ribbons and then there's 2 screws and it pops right out. Now to disconnect these ribbons, sometimes you can just yank them out. Other times there's little tabs. There happens to be a tab that goes the full length of the connector. So you can kind of feel there's a tab on the tab, so you can lift it out. And if you can't get it with that, you can use a little pick, a little pocket knife, but it's pretty easy to get it with your thumb. They just pop up, and then you can slide them out like so. So that's loose. And then we just take these 2 Phillips screws out. Now I know for certain that this is the T-Con board, because I did look up a schematic online. Also, there's a T typed on here or painted on here, but that's what it looks like. Now, it looks perfectly fine. I don't see any burnt spots or corrosion, no dirt, no dust. So, you know, like I said, I don't know how that would fail. There's no moving parts. I've got it plugged into a surge protector. We got some rain last night, but it wasn't a storm. It was just light rain. So yeah, I'll order one of these up, and like I said, it's like $50. So it would still save me hundreds of dollars. I think this TV is probably, now they've come down. I could probably get a replacement, especially if I went to Walmart or something like that for $600. But I'd rather pay $50, and it's a great TV. It looks great. I don't really want to take the chance on a new one and have to deal with this again in 5 years. So anyways, that's what it looks like. That's what I'll be ordering, and I'll bring you back when it comes in. We'll install it and we'll see if that does the trick. Okay, the new T-Cat showed up. I got it from shopjimmy.com. The only reason I went with them is they were, they were cheaper. And really what it came down to, the T-Con card was about the same no matter where you went, but it really just came down to shipping. I was in no rush. I don't need my TV every day. So I just did snail mail through the post office. One thing I did, just so I know if this doesn't work, I'm going to return that. But this is my old T-Con card, and there's I guess an inspection sticker on here that says okay, and with the date. I just put a black mark through it so I know that's my old one. I don't want to get my oil from my hands and stuff on the board itself, so I'm just trying to gingerly handle them. This one says it was okay too, so all the numbers match up. Okay, and again, just make sure the flap is, I know it's hard to see, but there's like a little green tab in there. You just have to make sure that's up. Then you slide this ribbon in. It really is a no-brainer if you go to do this. Again, I realize most people will just go and buy new TV, but my wife always says I'm part of the 1% in a good way, and maybe that's what she's referring to. I don't like that mindset. Okay, that's all installed. So I'll bring the cover over and we'll start installing that. Okay, all put back together. I'll bring you back when I got it set up and we'll see if it works. All right, another successful repair. So yeah, that was less than 50 bucks. I think it was like 34 something. All the flickering and the grayish is gone. It's just like it was a new TV. So anyways, that's how you repair a Hisense 65-inch TV. If you're experiencing a flickering screen, sometimes there'll be like imprints of the previous screen on the next screen, a grayish screen. Those are all symptoms of a bad TCON card. And that's pretty much what the internet and AI said. So I went with it, took a chance, and $34 later, it's back to normal. So I'll put the model number and I'll put the link to the TCON card all in the description. Hope this helps somebody out there. I could not find a video or anything. So again, when you can't copy somebody else, just do it yourself. And this saved me hundreds of dollars. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.